First, I'm exploring new flavors in Noranjin Fish Market. Even as a chef, there's seafood here I've never seen. So helping me choose what to eat in one of the many market restaurants is food writer Daniel Gray, who runs popular tours of Noranjin. Wow, we have baby octopus here?
Yeah, we gotta get a couple of them, huh? Yeah, you can eat these right out of the tank.
Oh, they're
Look.
alive!
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. So fun.
Yeah,
huh?
you gotta make sure you got them all.
Otherwise what?
The longer legs, it's like better luck.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, these are really interesting. This is
Gebul?
gebul. It means fire dog because the inside is very red.
Fire
and you
dog.
squeeze it. Gebul.
It's kind of fun. I like to play with my food. I'm a chef. We're all about playing with our food.
Right on. Right.
Can you do that?
So this is Mr. Lee, and this is his little fish shop here. So, should we get some rock cod?
I don't know rock cod too much. What is?
Well, it's got like a white sort of flesh to it, and that one is really good for soups. Whoa, that one doesn't want to go.
Oh.
Wait. So now what he's going to do, he's going to go back there, he's going to cut it up for us, and then put it on a platter, and he'll bring it to the restaurant.
Ah, fantastic. Should we go eat?
Wow.
Ah.
Yeah, 감사합니다.
Thank you, 감사합니다. What is the difference between the hue, raw fish, in the Korean style versus sashimi, which is raw?
The Japanese style of doing it, they kind of sneak up on the fish and they kill it by, cutting its head.
Okay.
But they do it. They don't actually like scare the fish first. You saw how they just
beat him.
So the muscles all tense up,
Yeah.
and Koreans like that chewier sort of texture. Just grab a piece, dip it in a little bit of the soy sauce. Very fresh.
I do love that. Really great texture. I see what you mean by the chewiness, but it's almost just like a slight bite. And you always have this Korean seafood soup at the end of eating hue. This is teeming full of vegetables, and spring onions, and scallions. So this is like a Korean-style bouillabaisse almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is the famous 매운탕.
It is.
This is really, really good.
Yeah, and you know what? As it boils more, the flavor's just going to concentrate more and more. Where else can you just pick out your fish and then take it to a restaurant and have it cook it up for you?
It's true. Korean food is very healthy, and they love eating fish, and I do too. And when you have a great piece of fresh fish, you really don't have to do too much to it to bring out the flavors. And I'm going to make steamed ginger sea bass, and I've just scored them. And a trick to score them is to just pucker up the fish a bit, and then you can score it really easily, and you won't damage the other parts of the fish. And we're going to keep the skin on just because it's gorgeous. Drizzle a little bit of mirin on. Brings out the subtle sweetness in sea bass. And don't forget to add your salt. And in order for it not to stick, I'm gonna make a little snowflake, child's play, out of parchment paper. I'm just gonna lay that on the bottom. And now for the aromatics, I'm just gonna use ginger. Don't even bother peeling it. It doesn't really matter for this recipe. Just rough chop it and just scatter it on the bottom. Garlic. Another one of those great Korean flavors. And when this steams, all of those flavors and oils are gonna go in right through the fish, and this is gonna taste absolutely delicious when it's done. And so I'm just gonna place it on my steamer. And steaming is one of the healthiest ways to cook fish. And now I'm gonna make the dressing. I've got a little bit of soy sauce and mirin, and I warm it up just because I want to dissolve some sugar into it. Always a little bit of sugar in Korean cooking, because we're sweet people. I'm just gonna whisk this up just until the sugar's dissolved. There's always garlic. Ginger, julienne strips. This recipe's all about the ginger. And a little bit of Korean chili flakes, gochugaru, because we like things a little bit spicy. And leave it out if you want to. You don't have to add it in. And we'll let that just hang out and sit to mingle. And now it's time to make my courgette base of the dish, which the sea bass is gonna sit on. I'm using a vegetable peeler. I make long ribbons like this, and they still catch the side green, so they look gorgeous when they're all rolled up like that. It adds a little bit of a gourmet touch to all of your dishes. The secret ingredient, the anchovies. There's so much flavor packed into these little pieces of fish. I'm gonna use about 3. And if I were in Korea, I'd probably use salted shrimp, something called Courgette, which also is packed full of flavor. But since they're kind of hard to get outside of Korea, I'm just gonna use anchovies. Just roughly chop them thinly, and we're gonna mix those in with my ginger and my garlic. I'm gonna add the garlic and the ginger and the anchovies. And then in go the courgettes or zucchinis in my Yankee tongue. You don't want to cook them too much because you don't want them to turn mushy. And I'm going to deglaze the pan with some mirin. Now there is alcohol in mirin, so this will cook the zucchinis or courgettes right through. I love this dish. Now we took it off the menu for a while and people basically had a riot and we had to put it back on. Now we got steamed sea bass. Wow, I just got hit by a gorgeous smell of ginger and garlic and the mirin, the sweetness. And you always want to serve it skin side up to show off that gorgeous silverback. Chopped chives on top, a little bit of black sesame seeds. And I've got my finishing sauce. Lay the ginger pieces on, or my Korean chili flakes. A little bit of fire on top. And that is my drop-dead gorgeous, guilt-free, steamed ginger sea bass. Anyone that I serve this dish to is absolutely wowed just by the sheer presentation of it. But then when they have the first mouthful, I love those flavors